Hello and welcome to the Theme Park History Podcast, Episode 2. Today's episode is about Pleasure Island, formerly based in Cleethorpes. For further context, Cleethorpes is in the North East Lincolnshire area. This park was considered a supplement to Flamingo Land, which is roughly 2 hours north up in Yorkshire. In the early 1990s, Robert Gibb, at the time incumbent managing director of Flamingo Land, purchased the partially developed park. Within 1992, Gibb's efforts led to the completion of the development, resulting in the creation of Pleasure Island. On the 27th of May 1993, Pleasure Island opened to the general public. This family theme park was divided into 6 active areas. The biggest themed area was Africa, known for holding an extreme ride. Interestingly, there was also an area called Morocco. As we all know, Morocco is in Africa. However, Morocco contained 3 thrill-seeker rides, these being Alakazam, a Huss Rides Flyaway, Hydromax, a Fabry Booster, the last being Hyperblaster, and S&S Double Shot Tower. The Old England area speaks for itself, however, it did contain the park entrance, notably the park area with the least size. Similar size to Old England, the Spanish area was host to 1 ride and other attraction types. The White Knuckle Valley contained a major coaster in the Boomerang, also the Pendulous, which was a Huss Rides Frisbee, and also to note was the Terror Rack, being a Fabry Topspin. The last area was Kiddies Kingdom, with rides specifically for toddlers and young children. To give the park some more history context, after 1993, Gordon Gibb, the son of Robert Gibb, took the reins and became the man at the top of the hierarchy. He would be in charge of Flamingo Land whilst his sisters Vicky Gibb and Mel Wood looked after the subsidiary of Pleasure Island. In April 2010, Pleasure Island ceased operations in a sudden occurrence. Mel Wood negotiated to purchase the theme park, with it reopening in May 2010, including the majority of the previously employed staff being re-employed. Pleasure Island was no longer part of Flamingo Land, privately owned by Dewa Savile Enterprises Limited. Sadly, this did not help the park fully prosper, as the last day of operation was the 29th of October 2016. So, with some of the park history covered, let's look at ride history. The park's 5 coasters included Boomerang, a Vekoma shuttle operating from 1993 to 2016. This relocated to Trans Studio Bali. Crazy Loop, a Pinfari sit-down operating from 1996 to 2002. It went to a new home, and that being Breen Theme Park in Somerset. Go Gator was manufactured by ARM. It was a powered kiddie coaster from 1993 to 2016. It then became part of the travelling rides community. The 4-Man Bob, a Zero sit-down, operated from 1993 to 2001. In late 2001, this ride moved up north to Flamingo Land. It also spent some time at Alton Towers. The last coaster at Pleasure Island, Mini Mine Train. Again, this one is Vekoma and it's a sit-down. It was used between 1993 and 2016 before it ended up in Trans Studio Mini Peckalogan. The park was also home to many flat rides during the operational years. There are way too many to display or converse. So here is a highlight of the best ones I mentioned previously. Alakazam, the Huss Rides Flyaway from 2001 to 2016. Terror Rack, a Fabry Topspin from 1995 to 2016. Hydromax, a Fabry Booster from 2006 to 2016. This concludes episode 2. However, in both episodes so far, it has been very clear that 2 theme parks with very good rides have gone into being non-existent. As the series progresses, hopefully we can pick up some clues. Then start looking at where these old UK theme parks went wrong. Currently, Merlin is facing a lot of criticism for operations at Alton Towers, for large-scale closure at Chessington, not to mention redundancies within Merlin changes of staff, the list goes on. Will we be able to reflect on Merlin with the same brush as these already closed theme parks? That's all for now. Thanks for watching.